So with the students, we do cover many different lessons. I do probably about a dozen different mindfulness lessons. Some are very specific to being kids, such as, being kind on the playground and using very specific school examples. Also mindful test taking. I mentioned this in my introduction, and part of the mindful test taking is teaching children how their brains work. And that when they're stressed, when they're overwhelmed, when they're frustrated, when they're nervous, when they're anxious, when they're overtired, that their amygdala fires off and it literally shuts down the part of their brain where they learn and retain information. So if they're stressed out studying for a test, their brain literally can't learn the information. So our goal is to quiet that part of our brain, that emotional center of our brain, and we quiet that with using our breath. And I get many accounts of kids saying, I used mindful test taking and I know I did better on that test. And part of that is also when they get the test, they close their eyes, they take a few deep breaths, they bring themselves to the present and not maybe out at recess where they got in an argument with their friend or they're hyperventilating from playing kickball or something, and they're fully in the present. And I also ask them to do some visualizations of visualizing themselves studying the night before as they do their deep breaths to recall the information that they know that they learned. And I give the example of it's the same reason why a child who gets up to perform a piano recital gets on stage and forgets the piano piece they have memorized. It's because their brain has shut down. So by teaching them the deep breathing techniques allows them to put their brain at the optimal function.